nigga said.
Word.
And guess what? They said that.
Get a banger.
Hold on. They said that after they said he was on house arrest for another violent crime.
Is it still in your watch history? We can pull it up right now.
For me?
Yeah.
No. I forgot. I read about that.
Oh, you read about it. Okay.
Somebody else said something about that. And I was just reading this.
You can just you can probably just type in
17-year-old
killed his mama.
Yeah.
Probably put it up.
That's crazy work, man.
All right, while you doing that though, I got a quick question for y'all.
Man, what be humble at, man?
I had a quick question.
What be humble at, man?
Yeah,
There he is. I told you, boy. I swear, be humble. I think you the feds or some shit, bro.
Hey, I got a question.
I think be humble the feds, though. I swear.
Got a quick question for y'all, right? I was thinking about this, right?
I have one too.
What song, right?
We late because it's sorry. We late because it's
No, we're gonna
weather.
go with this one first. We're gonna go with this one first. You know what we base. You know some of the gender of music we listen to. What's one album?
The genre. Oh, I'm like, what? You said gender?
My
What?
bad.
I was gonna let him roll, man.
Yeah,
I said gender.
Yeah.
My bad. I mean genre. Genre of music, like album wise, that you listen to that people wouldn't think you listen to. That like you'll go and listen to time and time again. Instead of the normal rap, the R&B, you know, the old school R&B and all that stuff. What is a genre, like a rock, a country, ballet, jazz joint, anything but the normal stuff that we listen to. What is one album that y'all will go to and y'all will listen to?
Not necessarily. I like album. I mean, but I listen to jazz, blues.
But do you got an album or something?
Normally John Coltrane or Bitches Brew by
Bitches Brew?
Yeah, Bitches Brew by Miles Davis.
Like female dog
Bitches, yeah.
Oh shit.
Brew by Miles Davis. My favorite thing is John Coltrane, Dizzy Gillespie, all the Wayne Shorter. I listen to all them cats. Yeah.
No R&B though. Be humble. I said anything out of like the normal that we listen to, R&B, rap, that stuff. Like go some jazz. Who? Go like some jazz, some country, some rock and roll. Like, what is an album that you would listen to that? What's that? Couples? Yeah, gospel can be one of them. We don't really listen
definitely
to
gospel for me.
Yeah. So you got an album?
Specifically, I like Ty Tribbett. Ty Tribbett Stand Out. Ty Tribbett and GA. It's not necessarily an album, but I listen to Kirk Franklin. I said before, Kirk Franklin's Tiny Desk.
Okay.
Multiple times a week.
Okay.
But it's definitely specifically gospel for me, for sure.
Specifically gospel for you.
And I saw somebody that said in a comment on some video I was watching, they said gospel music will always make me feel good. No matter how bad I feel, gospel music will always make me feel better. Whatever they said, I was like, yep. I can't not sit still while I'm listening to, I mean, obviously if I had to, but I can't not sit still while I'm listening to Kirk Franklin stand up, the Tiny Desk concert.
Okay.
I have to keep moving. I have to dance with it, snap or whatever it is. I have to.
Okay. And you said it's just some songs for you, Jay, every day?
Yeah, no, like I said, John Coltrane's my favorite things is probably like, and you don't know the song is it's like a cover. Everybody's done it. Normally you hear it for like Christmas. Okay. But yeah, John Coltrane is really one of my favorites. Yeah.
No, I asked that because people be surprised because you didn't heard me pull up to a lot of stuff I knew in the parking lot before, and I listened to a lot of Ed Sheeran. I listened to him. And one of his albums that I always kind of go to is that I think it's called Collab 7. I can listen to that whole thing through and through and be vibing to it.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? You know, ever since this whole new wave of actually seeing black people in country music, I'm joining sort of following the bandwagon with that. I'm starting to listen to it a little bit more.
Country?
Yeah.
Country got some great stories.
Yeah.
Country got some great stories, low key. They be talking about killing the wife, the dog, and the kids, but they got some cold
I wouldn't listen
stories.
to that.
No, they got some songs out there that them white folks be talking about that.
I mean, yeah, that's and I actually read a statistic that said the
most violent.
The people that are most likely to off themselves listen to country music.
They the most violent too, though.
So
they try to say
the
rap and all that
Japanese
stuff.
listening to because they got a high suicide rate over there. Suicide. Suicide. They got a high over there in Japan and South Korea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
because they have a specific
area.
Yeah, area. Like it's like some. The forest, yeah.
Suicide Force. Like they go there specifically. 100 people a year go there.
Be Humble said Kirk Franklin came to my church on New Year's Eve last year. I've seen some. See, this is the thing. Because I
Mace came to mind one time.
you know, obviously,
I stand on it. I stand on it.
I definitely,
Pastor Mace.
like to. How do I say it? If I don't hear or even see stuff that I really, really disagree with about your life, then I try to separate the person in the music from the music, right? I try to separate as best I can. But once I start seeing that you're doing stuff that isn't consistent with what you're singing about, then it becomes tough for me to continue to listen to you. I've seen, as much as I praise Kirk Franklin's Tiny Desk concert, I've seen him grinding on women on stage.
What the guy doing? Oh, you don't agree with that or something?
I don't agree with it because chances now
Pastor.
That part I don't know for sure. But you know, he's a gospel music leader.
How you think these little Christians get here, man?
If he was doing it on his wife, then that's a different story. I personally don't think that should be seen in public, period.
What, grinding?
Like if you're like Dietrich Haddon, he had a video of his wife grinding on him and stuff. It's like he's a big name in gospel music as well.
So what if like none of them was
that.
married? Like what if he wasn't married and he was just grinding on somebody?
If you're on stage singing gospel music and you're grinding on somebody or somebody's grinding on you, then it's just nah, unacceptable.
So afterwards it'd be cool.
I would still rather not see it. I think if you're one of the major things, as we know, in following Christianity, following any type of spiritual belief, religious belief, or whatever, is to avoid sexual temptation. Sex before marriage in general, but specifically sexual temptation. So there's no other way to interpret those bodily movements than for it to be of a sexual nature. So I would say just and you want it to be. Now I would rather just not see that, man.
That's crazy to me. You said sexual temptations and all that when all us ain't there one of us up here virgins.
But are we on stage singing gospel music though? I'm not saying
they human too though. I look at it like they human too.
I can see if it was a pastor. I ain't gonna, But I mean, Kirk Franklin want to be R. Kelly of the gospel world. Let him be R. Kelly.
Be Humble. Oh, let me go back because Be Humble's lighting up the chat. Came to my church last year. He was on chairs, walking on chairs. Be Humble said country music be putting people in a trance. I think I can believe that. Honestly, I think I can believe that. He said LOL grinding. Yes, bro, you can YouTube it. He said that was AI. Huh?
I want to see Kirk Franklin, man. That nigga make me mad every time I see him.
Why you say that?
He just, I don't know, like, is it makeup or something be going on with dude?
That's another thing too.
Because him and Plies the same person.
Yeah. He rapping. He rapping that night.
Fake like they two different people. They the same goddamn people.
At the same time.
Cause them goons out lurking.
Then gonna go to church and say stone. That's what I'm saying.
Let's see. Oh, Be Humble says Spaces, you have to test drive that car first. But nah, yeah, I try to separate as best I can because I try to listen to the music. But if how you live your life is one thing, and as long as you're not doing something crazy, I would rather you keep your life out of the music.
Yeah.
But I can, for that regard, in terms of that, I listen to the music because of how it makes me feel.
I got a question. Because Be Humble says you got to test drive the car first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all, it's kind of off, but are you guys the type like me, right? So I'll go into the fitting room and I'll grab like the size that, I think I am, try it on, and then put that one up, and then go get that and get like a refolded one.
Get a new one?
Yeah, I go get a new one.
You a different type of animal.
Yeah.
You a different type of
animal. Yeah, I'm that type of motherfucker. I'm going to go get the same shirt, even though that fit. I don't want the one that was folded. I go do that. Y'all don't do that?
No, I don't.
I'm going to just keep the one I tried on.
Oh, okay. Well, I do how I do it.
I personally don't really like the whole actual shopping experience. I've never liked it. I never had the patience for it. So when I when I get in the store and I try on whatever it is that I'm trying on, if it fit, all right, let's go.
I just like being by myself when I'm shopping. I don't like being with nobody else because I move at my own pace, and I don't like just going to look at stuff because I like to buy. If I'm gonna look at it and grab it, I mean, if I'm looking at it and we going out shopping, I'm for the buy. But if I ain't for the buy shit, I really don't want to go shopping. I don't like window shopping. Really.
Yeah, I when it comes to shopping, it don't matter for me. You could be with me or not be with me. If you with me, it's cool because I can now get your opinion on how I look. I know, I know how I, want to look, but it also helps to just get that female opinion with you. But yeah,
that always helps.
Yeah,
it always helps.
But I don't.
So I have a separate question for you guys.
Yeah.
So I have someone. I was out in an outing. Right. It was a group of us. And my bad. It was a lady that I was with that was in our group, and she was verbalizing that she found somebody else attractive, right? A guy in there attractive.
Mm. Wait. Go back. You say it was like her boyfriend or something was there? Or she was talking to somebody?
No, she's single.
Okay. And she was with the group of friends that you was with?
Y'all
together?
It was like 5 of us.
Okay, I got you.
So she was exclaiming that she found this guy attractive, right? So I tell her, what you waiting on, right? Obviously, I'm knowing that in typical situations, women don't go up to the guy. Guys goes up to the woman, whatever. But I'm saying, what you waiting on? Go talk to him. I was like, you want me to put you on? And she was all shy and all that. So, what's up, OG?
What up, OG?
OG, what's going on? Be humble. What's up, too? I ain't say what's up to you, my brother.
I already said what's up to Be Humble. I told you he was the feds. Yeah.
So, I play the middleman. I put her on, and they end up exchanging numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she tells me later on, like, that they had one conversation that was 30 minutes, right? And because it was just like a lunch break conversation. And how do I don't want to butcher the story. They had one conversation, and then the next attempt for communication, he said, I'll call you when I get out of work or whatever. So he calls her again, and she was he didn't leave any type. She didn't pick up because she was sick. She was sick. But she hasn't called him back and has lost interest in him because he didn't leave a voicemail.
How old is this mug? A voicemail. How old are you? You got it. She in her 50s.
Yeah, she older than us. She
like,
got to be older.
Voicemail shit is like, like my mother say shit like, why? Well, you call? Why you ain't leave? My grandmother, you call? Why you ain't leave a voicemail? Voicemail. You seen that I called. So when you say one missed call, two missed call, that means I called you. Yeah, I'm about voicemail. How old is this man? Who you be hanging out with, man? This nigga's at the bingo. Oh, you see Earl over there? Earl, he looking mighty dapper. Mighty fine Earl.
I say that so okay. You give your opinion, Maul. What's yours?
I have none whatsoever.
What you mean?
I just don't, because you lose interest in somebody because they didn't leave a voicemail.
Yeah,
you deserve to be single.
Like, bitch, I barely know you.
I promise you deserve to be single, and you deserve to be one night stand a couple times. Maybe you appreciate when a motherfucker when you appreciate when a motherfucker trying to get to know you. Because we as humans do stupid stuff. You say you lost interest because he didn't use the voicemail. Who leaves voicemails nowadays?
She's over 40, by the way.
It doesn't matter who leaves voicemails.
She over 40?
Yeah.
Exactly. See, I told you like this.
But who leaves voicemails?
Old nigga activity. I'm trying to tell you. Like,
who leaves voicemails?
They full most of the time. Like you.
Or they not even set up.
Yeah, they not. Nobody's doing that, bro.
So maybe she needs to come back down to reality. Motherfucker need to teach her a couple lessons. Then maybe she'll humble herself and come back to reality or something.
Talking about leave a voicemail. Who the fuck?
Will, Did you have an opinion? I heard you say something in the back.
That's why I said she need to. Or could have text. Why you ain't text?
Yeah.
Because it make it seem like she saw the call.
Yeah.
I ain't feeling well. You saw it ring.
She saw the letter ring.
You could have answered, hey, what's up? I ain't feeling well. I'll call you back when I'm feeling better.
Man,
You want this extra
you need a couple one night stands to come back to reality, B.
You couldn't even approach this man.
Oh man.
Bro, and then the man might have been good for you. You might have just missed your blessing.
That was the first thing I said.
Oh damn, we dropped the viewer. That was her.
What if I need to be a one night stand a couple times? If I don't call you back a couple times, maybe you'll appreciate some shit. Because like Jay everyday said,
You
like
gotta go that far.
it is. Because dog, we sit up here and we pacify a lot of shit. You baby a lot of people, and you pacify a lot of shit. People keep doing the same thing. When you start being harsh with a motherfucker, you start coming talking like I'm talking now. But forget what you're trying to say to him and don't do the stuff no more. When you study battle, baby, and we're not talking to kids. She's a grown woman.
Earl didn't leave no voicemail. I'm not interested.
Maybe she need to get to John. John need to go ahead and do what he do to her, and then maybe she'll appreciate Earl.
Earl? You there, Earl?
It was just a thought. It was just a thought of something that came across. I was like, come on now. Like,
Did you tell her that though? What
Yeah,
what was your
absolutely.
response? Like,
With kid gloves. He told her with kid gloves.
I did not.
So you was real blunt and real firm with her.
I was straight honest.
that's good.
Straight honest.
I believe that. I believe that with Spaces because I believe that in conversation he could
He
be.
said she don't do one night stands. She spaces free.
I hang with high quality people.
Hey, we all gotta come.
Gotta leave voicemails. Right. High quality
Let's see.
people.
Let's see.
No man, though. But
You
nah.
gotta drive test drive that car. Be Humble said Spaces, was she a female training officer? No, not that I know of. OG said Spaces, so that's why you look that way. What you mean, OG?
He was talking about when you don't like to go shopping.
Oh, you talking about like how I look outside, how I dress?
You should see Spaces without like sleeves. That's when he really be doing this thing. You know, Spaces finna turn up when the nigga ain't got no sleeves. Okay, he rocks sleeves 95% of the time.
He came to party.
Am I right? Am I right? Mom, no. Well, when Spaces ain't got no sleeves, he finna dance. You know what I'm saying?
Corner, though.
And he gonna be by himself. Just
he out here. Cabbage patch.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Whatever Spaces be doing, he gonna be
Oh Lord.
So yeah, no sleeves.
Oh man.
If you ever see Spaces on the podcast with no sleeves, you know what he finna go do.
It's going down after we
It's
leave.
going down.
All right. I told them that I would bring this up on the pod, just to see what's going on.
Hey, tell her to listen to my answer.
Listen to your answer.
Yeah, cause I'm getting tired of like trying to baby people with answers, and they go do the same dumb retarded stuff because you tried to handle them with kid gloves. But when you sound some harsh shit and you say some harsh stuff, motherfucker be like, damn, you didn't have to say it to me like that. But I guarantee you won't do it no more.
I was saying that I do. She was saying that he doesn't know that I didn't see his call. And I was saying to that, how do you know that he didn't? You know what I mean? How do you know that he didn't know? You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
Too much. She playing too much.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
She over 40 and still confused. Come on, man. Let's move on, man. Let's move on, man. Yeah. Fuck out of here.
Oh, that's a great way to phrase it. You give somebody $1 million, they'll spend it immediately.
Yeah, we dropped the 0 viewers. What happened?
Oh no.
What you do, Space?
I ain't do nothing. We still live.
I told them about your little escapades without the sleeves, and now
And they said, I don't want to hear nothing about that. But anyway, man, we got lots and lots and lots to talk about. What's going on, everybody? I am your man, Spaces. This is another episode of the No Key Podcast.
Hey, Walk One, it's your brother Maul, man.
Man, it's Jay every day.
Man, what's going on? How was y'all last week?
Want to go first?
It was great. You know?
I'm kind of a little mad because me and Jerry Day were supposed to be on Lakeshore this morning.
We was.
Yeah, you feel me? And I was going to come hang out with you last night, but I got my son and all that shit. I was sure for to come out there.
That's all good, brother.
I seen you had a nice little time. You was decent.
Yeah, it was just Michigan family.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of cousins and stuff.
Oh, I got to meet the cousin every days?
Yeah, you would have met a lot of cousins every day.
Okay.
My brothers and everything.
Yeah.
They came out.
I think I only met one of your brothers before.
Yeah, DHPX.
Yeah, I only met that.
Yeah, but I got like 4 or 5 brothers.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it was a real cool time for what we was there for.
Okay.
And
all right.
that was it. Earlier in the week, I rode to Tom Ping Park in Chinatown. So I rode from Hyde Park to Chinatown. I be getting my different sights on and shit.
You know what I was going to tell you too? Do you know that I forgot to tell you? It's a thing where you can pause it. You can take a picture of what you're taking, and it'll plug that picture in where you stop when you do your whole thing. It'll plug that picture in.
That's not the one you got to pay for, is it?
No, it's on the regular.
Yeah.
So that's what I meant to tell you, but I wanted to tell you in prayer because I didn't really know how to explain it in what you got.
Yeah.
So I was gonna wait till I see you. But you can actually stop, pull it out, and you'll see your thing, and you'll say take a photo. So you can take a photo of where. That's why I be taking the photos when I be on the E-way, and it plug it in to where when you play the whole video, wherever you was at that time, it'll plug it in right there. It'll finish your route. Then it'll plug in the next photo. Yeah. You keep doing that along your way. All the pictures and stuff you took.
Yeah, because I normally do take photos of just different stuff around.
Yeah,
anyway,
and
so
I know you do. I know you. I'm like, why he don't take no photos? Sister, every day, what's going on?
Yo,
Naps and Beauty was good.
what it do?
Yeah, but I meant to tell you that a long time ago because I know you be using the app more than me now.
Mm-hmm. I be on it, man. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I did. I see. Be Humble said he be doing like 20 miles. Yeah, I do. When I can, it's just all about when I can. Sometimes, like yesterday night. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday I got out early because I had something to do. So I did like a quick little 7 miles and came on back to the crib. But if I got some time between time, I get up, take the kids to school, and then go to work. I do 15 miles or something if I can.
It's all about timing though, because you want the time so it won't mess up your whole day if you get whatever. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So that's what it's all be about me too. When I have time, I try to do most of my miles too. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna get a good amount of miles in tomorrow.
Yeah, if it ain't raining, I'm gonna be out there.
Yeah.
My week was decent. Not much to report. Just been chilling. Yeah, I don't. No, nothing special to report that I can recall. Yeah, nothing special. All right, man. So let's get to it.
I be want to put them 20 miles in too. Be humble, but work be calling right after, so I can't, and I gotta be woke. I can't be tired and be laggy. Probably why I won't be here.
Yeah. Do catch a sleepy spell.
Yeah, so yeah, I gotta try to do what I can do. But I'm always try to get my days and my ride in. I already try to get my miles on.
One of the things on the docket today, we all happen to have this come across our purview. Let's see.
And my son had already told me, so I was a little devastated.
Tragedy here in South Shore. Detectives snapping photos of the crime scene. The shooting happening just before 4 p.m. inside Tatanisha Jackson's home in the 6800 block of South Cornell.
And there's M1 with a black bulletproof vest as described by witness with shorts and flip-flops on. You don't know which direction he ran in.
Police say Jackson was approached by a 17-year-old who shot her 4 times in the head. A gun was recovered at the scene. She was pronounced dead at the University of Chicago Hospital. What are your memories of her? Describe it for me. I know
she was kind of a short lady. She used to be on the back on her phone all the time, sitting on the back porch. Just being nice.
Married to the love of her life for 21 years and the mother of 3 sons. Loved ones tell me Jackson was always the life of the party. Most notable, whenever she left your company, her token phrase, "I love you."
When I realized it was the lady that I talked to sometimes. You know, it was kind of sad.
Neighbors told police the gunman kicked in Jackson's back door. Detectives were seen crossing Stony Island, hunting down surveillance video from nearby businesses. And following the shooting, police tell us that the gunman ran out of the home in an unknown direction. Police are still working to track him down. This is later downtown. Nate Rogers, Fox 32 Chicago.
Fox 32 Chicago. So we all happen to have this come across our real quick, I got to clarify because the person who the story was about that I was just talking about just texted me and clarified. She said that she had lost, she wasn't in the conversation, the 30-minute conversation that they had. She didn't get that he was showing interest in her, like genuine long-term interest. So on top of that, it's two things.
So why you say about him leaving a voicemail instead of being like that?
It was both. I forgot that detail.
It is what it is, man. Hopefully y'all find love somewhere else.
But yeah, so in Chicago, guy, what did it say? Hold on a second. Shot his mom in the head. A 17-year-old shot his mom in the head. What, four times?
Yeah, that's crazy work.
What are your thoughts, man?
Like Maul had said, though, I think this was during the pre-conversation before we even went live, is that the boy's supposed to be mental. Am I right?
Yeah,
He's
that's what
supposed
they
to
said.
be on some pills or something and then take his medication.
Yeah, didn't take his medication.
And this is the problem that I think, and he's supposed to have been on house arrest.
And he was on house arrest, too.
This is the problem that I have with the judicial system, especially pertaining to juvenile kids. It's like they playing with the kids because these kids is really out here be doing some bad shit.
But I think they play with everybody, though. Because we try to go by the law and we try to do by the law. And sometimes it works because, sometimes people don't come out on dummy. I'm tired to just jump in like that. But then sometimes it don't work with stuff like this. He was on house arrest and he still did what he did.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying. I don't, like, when it comes to the kids, though, it seems as if that they extend these guys so much grace, because they don't want to, seems like they don't really want to deal with them. So it's like, well, we're going to keep sending them back home. If you have a abuse problem, like a child is a domestic abuse or domestic at home with your mom or with your dad or whatever, and you're fighting your parents or stuff, where you're saying that, hey, I'm gonna kill my parent, quote unquote. You know what I mean? I kill my parent or whatever. Why would you send that child back to the crib? He's making the threat. Now, if you're making that type of threat, that should be, to me, that should be serious, because if that was towards the president, it would be a problem. If that was towards a judge, it'd be a problem. You couldn't say that to a cop without probably getting popped. You see what I'm saying? So why is it that it's okay because it's just their parents that you send that child back home to their mom or to their dad, right? And then situations like this happen, and it was like, I'm pretty sure the young man already has a record, right? He's probably been in and out of the house. So, and I know, different situations that I've heard of that this happens all the time where people are sending, well, the judicial system is sending these kids back home. And these little motherfuckers is problems.
Yeah. But also at the thing, too, you got to know your kid. Like, it's like I was just saying before the pre-conversation, too. We try to handle everything with kid gloves. Everything can't be kid gloves. We got to get, like, some shit is, like, demands your attention. Like, I know some things you can just fall back on, like, let it play like it play. But then it's like you got to know the difference between some things need your immediate attention right now.
Right, but when it comes to handling your kids, right, you can handle your kids a certain type of way. But then when the law steps in and makes sure, and they say, well, even if you try to, what they call a lockout, right, or you try to emancipate your child or whatever, they're going to charge you with neglect for that child. Like, even if you know this child, you might have other kids in the crib, right, and this one's going to be a kind of a detriment to the family. Yeah. So I don't want to even be bothered with this one.
Yeah, I think he need to stay in there.
Right. And then, but they're gonna bring him back to the crib and say, well, if you don't take him under your roof, then you're gonna be charged with neglect. And this is the problem with the judicial system to me. It's like you already got a little criminal in the making, clearly, right? There's a little criminal in the making, and he goes and he kills his mother. People are really, this isn't just, that woman issue. He's like, you have all these type of problems, you know, with the juvenile system, and you know, I don't think that they're giving the parents even a fair shake. Because some of these kids, it's not how they was raised. Some of these kids are just fucking bunkers. You know, they doing all these drugs. You know, yeah, no, they're doing drugs. They popping pills. They snorting. They smoking all the weed and stuff. They just doing too much, and then you expect that the parents to come home and like deal with this shit.
The one thing I think about when you say you got to know your kids is cultivate. What's going on? What's going on?
Cultivate. What's going on? Cultivate. What's happening?
Cultivate.
What's happening?
Kangs. We was kangs.
One thing, the first thing that comes to mind when we say you got to know your kids or you got to know your spouse or you got to know your whatever is that show Snapped.
Yeah.
Okay, so how in what instances can we apply that? Because I don't know the 17-year-old's history, and they don't have him in custody right now because he ran.
Mm-hmm.
But
he in custody. He walked and turned himself in.
Oh,
he walked in the police station and turned his own stuff in.
See, nigga snapped out all of a sudden. Like, you know what I'm saying? They snap and then they snap out like, ooh, what the fuck I do?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It's like how on both ends of the spectrum. How do we know that this is a case of snapped or if this is a case of premeditated? How will we?
Crazy.
How, you know what I'm saying? So
he's
how
on the
do we figure?
meds. He's on the meds or didn't take the meds, and
That's what they said. He didn't take it.
He didn't take it, and that's one of the things about black people. I feel like if your kid is, you know, really a handful, you know, I just want to put him as a handful. If your kid is really stirring up, you know, problems or whatever, and sometimes we don't like we were talking about seeing a psychologist, you know, just to talk, you know, just have a conversation with psychologists and stuff to, you know, get over the past trauma. And I think, you know, that kind of gives us a bad eye, you know, a family a bad eye. And I think as well as, like, sometimes you got a child that something might be mentally wrong with them, right? There's cases, you know, just cases upon cases where these kids are really just snapping off. And I'm the type of person, if you said that shit, you know what I'm saying? You mean that shit, right? You don't, because growing up, I could never fathom, you know, as much as my mother probably ever made me mad, or my dad ever made me mad, I never in a million years would think, oh, I'm going to kill. Like, bro, ain't no response.
No.
Ain't no coming back to life.
No.
Kill is serious. It's very hard to create life, and it's very easy to destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think these kids have a lack of, and these little niggas are sociopaths.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They have a real, you know, a lot of them, they character is, you know, real friendly and shit, but then it's another side of them. It's a dark side of them.
You don't play with them.
Don't play, right? Because they
do not play with
them. They're running rapid through the city.
You treat them worse than you treat adults.
Yeah.
You don't play with them when it comes.
Don't play with these kids. That's why, like, when it comes to kids, like, you know, these young teenagers and stuff like that,
I don't play.
You know, I keep it respectful. Move the fuck out of my way, though.
Yeah, I don't play. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I do not play with now. I look at it like this. I got a teenage boy, and he don't play. He will play with his mama. He will play with his grandma. He play with his granddaddy. He don't play with me. So you thinking if I don't let my own son play with me, you think I'm gonna let you play with me?
Yeah.
And then what I meant by when I said know your kid, if your kid, they had to get your permission for your kid to come on house arrest and come to your crib.
No.
Huh?
No.
They didn't?
No.
Oh, that's what
you ain't got
it cancels my whole thing.
You don't have a choice.
Oh, they coming?
They coming. That's
okay.
You don't have a choice.
It take me away then. But I had to say it was going out the window then. I can't no response.
It would have to
I'm with you every day. I agree with you every day.
They would have to have
and spaces.
They would have to have somebody that the parent appointed guardian or something over, right? Okay. But if don't nobody else want to take them,
you got to take
you got to take them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, shit, they can only be up in the little what we used to call it back in the day, the Audi home. Yeah. You only be in that bitch about 30 days.
You could tell we old school. They nigga said Audi home, and I know exactly what he's talking about.
Right.
You know what he's talking about?
No.
See what I'm saying? We can tell we some old heads, bro. Well, he say the Audi home.
They only keep you about 30 days, and you back at the crib.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, that's the mental. No, that's the mental joint.
Out of home, it's like for all bad kids.
Yeah,
they got
for the all bad kids.
It's like a big ass room with a whole bunch of bunk beds.
They got one out there, like juvenile detention center.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
It's a junior juvenile detention center.
Yeah. And they got one out west, and then I know there's one in St. Charles. That's what the one in St. Charles is where all basically the gangs started from. Like the gangs that you have now that's prevalent in Chicago. If you look at the history, a lot of that shit started in there. So but yeah, Hargrove and River Edge and shit like that. Those are mental children's mental institution.
Let's see. Cultivate said he dodged the bullet with her. I'm not sure what you mean. Yo, 2K, what's good, bro? What's good?
2K, what's going on?
Be Humble said, J True, but sometimes as parents, they may view having a child diagnosed with mental illness as a reflection on them. Sometimes like something may be wrong with the parent.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
Yeah, and I think there's, you always in every single situation, you have your anecdotal situation. Like, for instance, and if you have 10 kids, right? I like to use the rule of 10. I'd like to use that as an example. That's
a lot of bread. You got 10 kids.
Cam Newton.
Oh man,
Tyreek Hill.
Chad Johnson.
But yeah, you had 10 kids. It's bound to be one of them. Not bound to be. There's a high chance that one of them is going to be that child that causes the confusion in the family. So it's like, okay, so how do we even approach this from a preventative standpoint? Because the child was 17. There's so many different angles you can go with this, man.
Yeah, it is.
So many different angles because that's wild. 4 times?
Yeah, he was.
That means if he shot her 4 times in the head, he stood over her. And you know that it's a different kind of, you're a different kind of person. You stand over somebody and shoot him.
Cultivate, you crazy. She said, hey, Chili Willy over there in the back. You missed our episode with me and him, Cultivate. We had it maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago now. But yeah, man, this is absolutely wild. And this is definitely one of those stories. I was like, okay, you shot her once, okay, and then ran. But 4 times, you're not going to shoot somebody 4 times in the head before they hit the ground.
Hey, and guess what? That's why I say he stood over her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You stood over somebody, that means that's a different type of sociopath. You stand over somebody. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You run. You walked up on them and stood over them. That's a different type. And he did this in front of his little brother and the father.
These people be off drugs. They be off all types of shit, man. What she say, man? What she say?
She said I butchered the story, which I did.
Well, come in the comments. You know what I'm saying?
You know you can call in because you got his and you can tell the whole story.
You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, Spaces is over. We're gonna go with Spaces story.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, you can call. Oh, let me connect my phone. You don't have to say your name.
Yeah, you
don't
can call.
Say your name.
You can call. You can tell the whole story.
But back to the
and
situation.
I can take my comments. What I said, my harsh comments, I can take them right back, and I will apologize.
No, that should still stand for a situation like that.
Yeah, a situation like that, but not to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can call in if you want, and your name won't be shown or anything. You just be on my phone and
man, don't let me recognize a voice. No, I'm just
no.
But y'all good on this story?
Yeah, man. It's just
it's unfortunate, but it's a lot of situations like that, man, where it's not only for a parent, it's not only a battle for them with their child, because obviously you probably more than likely you love your child, but it's a battle between you, your child, and the judicial system. And, the judicial system, they're going to keep giving them a slap on the wrist. They trying to set them up. So when they really go do something stupid, something, whatever, it's like, okay, we got a whole rap sheet of you, nigga, doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? You've been doing this since you was little. Yeah. And then, this is how they get you with the felonies and so on and so forth. So it is unfortunate. I ride my bike through there every so often. So
Hey, and I want y'all to remember this, too. Go back, reminisce. Because every day, a couple powers go, say, oh, yeah, this one go ahead and let Maul cook because he be thinking. But now, Jerry Day come on here because he be on the bike and he be thinking a lot, too, now. That bike to have you thinking way more than what you normally think about.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's a think tank.
mind,
For real.
yeah, it clears the mind of, you know,
It's very therapeutic. Like,
Yeah.
you see what I was talking about all these times when I used to cut. Like, it's like, I would recommend you get you a bike and just go out there, even if you don't by yourself, and ride around the block for like 2 or 3 times and see how much clearer you be, how much more fresher. It just does something to you. Like,
and for me, it has me real alert.
yes.
That this nigga better not hit me.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? That's
But
the
hey,
alert.
we drive trucks. Don't it make your senses in the truck go up a little bit more
Oh
too?
yeah, I'm always paying it. Or even in the personal car, because when I see somebody riding a bike, I go in here and be like, you know what, I know how it is riding a bike.
Thank you very much.
Driving the truck is like, you know, things that I've learned driving the truck is like, okay, I'll extend the courtesy to the truck driver or the bike rider because I know how it is being one of those guys.
And guess what you do? You could be driving down the street and you could be like, I passed a bike. I wonder what he's doing. You make sure before you make a right turn and turn in front of him, you let him go past you because you've been on a bike too. So you know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It just heightens everything about your day.
Yeah, city bike riding. You know, I was thinking about this.
PH, what's going on, brother?
What's up, bro?
I was thinking about this, and I was like, man, city bike riding is just overall just dangerous, right?
Yeah.
And because I do a mix of riding in the street. I normally ride in the street as much as I can, but I'll hit the sidewalks if it, you know.
Both,
I try not to stop. I want to keep moving.
Yeah.
So I will hit the sidewalks or whatever. But I was just thinking, like, okay, in the suburbs, you know, traffic, you probably got basically straight line traffic. People, if you're on the main road or something like that. But in the city, you got you got niggas just on their phones, not paying no attention.
Facts, I told you that.
You got just niggas, you know what I'm saying? They don't stop at no stop signs. Sometimes I'm that nigga, you know.
Bro, driving and riding your bike, you see how many people really drive damn near 600-700 feet without even looking up.
Yeah.
You really see this in real time when you out here on your bike. It really opened my eyes about that too.
Yeah, no, the sidewalk is really a kind of second option thing. So if it's some cars and I know they coming real fast, I'm not finna sit up there and wait for these niggas to hit me. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the sidewalk, let them go past, and normally it's probably no pedestrians when I do use the sidewalk, and then I get back in the road. But I really, you know, for me it's just about being alert and still coming home to my family.
Yes, you know, facts.
Yeah, man. So I looked this up because I was curious because it said on the video that the kid was 17. Yeah. But I typed in what age are you considered an adult in Illinois. I had to clarify that because that can vary from state to state. Mm-hmm. And it's 18. 18. Because I always have this question in my head. It's like, at what point? How do I say it? Is there a point where people say no, but I think there is. But is there a point where you just say, you know what, the state can have you to your kid?
Yeah, when it ain't no, just ain't no getting through. Like, you know, of course, sometimes you gotta love, even if it's your child, you gotta love people from afar.
From a distance,
you know what I mean? To me, it's a time where you know better, right? Now, I don't know if I was advanced or something, but at 12, 13 years old, I knew better. There's a lot of things I didn't know. There's things that I don't know now, but I knew the basic shit that I shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? I knew I didn't want to put my mom or my family into some type of predicament on my behalf. There was a sense of fear, a natural fear that I had getting my mother in trouble, right? That's my parent.
Beat your ass.
Or not even me getting my ass. Well, I didn't want to see anything happen to my mother. Because my mother and my father, they were providers for me, so I didn't want to see anything happen. I didn't want to have to go live with nobody else. I didn't want to go out, you know. I knew that, okay, I'm supposed to be in the house. You know, it ain't really shit happening if I'm 13, 14 years old in the street. Ain't nothing happening, and it's 12 o'clock at night. What I'm out there this late for. So I knew I'm not going to be doing drugs and drinking and so on and so forth, right? I knew the type of people I should be hanging around. You know, of course, did we get into, you know, minor mischief as youth? Sure, we did. But, you know, it was nothing that ever brought like a negative, put a negative stain on my family. And so that's how I look at it. And I think at a certain point, when your child is really, he's to the point or she's to the point where they're basically bringing harm to the family and you got other kids there, then, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Boy, I cut you loose. You see what I'm saying? I'm not finna sit up there and hold on to some shit that, not really, it's not gonna, well, it's just basically, again, a detriment to the family. They can bring harm to this family, right? If they out there, if they're in the game, right? You want to be in the game, you go out there with game. You see what I'm saying? But you're not finna bring that shit into my house. I don't give a fuck how you slice it. I don't care if the judicial system is saying they got to do it. No, you take your ass back outside. Now, as long as you under my roof, right, you're going to follow these rules. And that's just the way it is. That's the way I was raised. You see what I'm saying? I still have respect for my mother right now to today because of how I was raised. And, again, you want to go outside, you want to be bad, you want to, run these streets. Well, cool. I'll sign you over. You can go run the motherfucking streets. But what you won't do is bring harm to this family.
But also, too, I will piggyback off you said. Didn't your mother used to always say a lot of times, like, put that in your head, like, don't be out here embarrassing me. Yeah. You know better than doing this. Don't be embarrassing me. And that's what kind of like, I have a teenage son now, so he's out with his friends and all that stuff, and I give him the same spiel, the same speech every time. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You know what you don't be supposed to be doing. Don't let me get a phone call. Don't let your mother get a phone call. Don't be out here embarrassing us. You know we taught you better than that. Don't do that. And it's not that, oh, I think my son is incompetent. No, I'm just putting that in his head because I want that to be some of the last things. So he'll know if his friends say do something stupid, like, my pop said, that's stupid shit. I can't do that. I ain't finna embarrass the family. We way better than that. You pull back. Mm-hmm. So if you keep saying that to your kids every day, you think they not listening. Yes, they are. They listen to every fucking thing you say. You think they don't? Yes, they do.
Real quick. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, I'm finished.
No, my mom would just basically say, like, I like, even when I would get, corporal punishment, get my ass beat.
Corporal punishment?
Yeah, that's what it's called, corporal punishment, for these, these uppity niggas in here.
Hey,
so
corporal punishment is a great way to say I got my ass whooped.
Yeah, when I would get my ass whooped. But my mother would simply say, and y'all probably heard it, like, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Even though this ass whooping hurt, right? So, because you don't really understand it, right? But even though this ass whooping hurting, I love you. The streets don't love you.
That's a fact.
Right? And the ass whooping the streets going to give you is going to be way worse than this.
That's a fact.
They don't love you. It's nothing out of love.
That's a fact.
So, and I took that to heart.
I'll be sitting there crying like, no, you, in my head thinking, no, you don't.
Yeah.
And that beating
my mama give you some, then after I get the ass whooping, come and give me a hug.
Kiss. That's
psychological. That's psychological drama. Like, that's psychological.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part. Like,
but I bet you,
with a hug.
I wake up as an adult. No, mama, no.
Hey, but I bet you to this day, you love your mama to death.
Oh, absolutely,
1,000%.
Man. Love the life, yeah.
But I absolutely think that there's a point where you give up and say, like, no, you can't come in here anymore. Absolutely. Especially, like, I would wager that this situation is not an isolated situation. I would wager that there's been something in the past.
Yeah, he built up to this.
Solidified. Yeah, something solidified in the past that people should have taken seriously, but they didn't. And unfortunately, these are the results. But absolutely, there's a point where you give up on your kids, and it's just like Jay Everyday said. If I have 3 kids and one of the kids is putting the other 2 in danger, or all of us, the other 2 kids, me and my wife, in danger because of their choices in the streets, and it's bleeding over into the household. Absolutely, you got to get out. Absolutely, you got to figure something else out, because my safety and my peace matters more than you wanting to have fun and make bad decisions. So, absolutely.
So I'm gonna sleep good at night. Give me all the fries you can give me.
I bet you Spaces over there like, where did it come from?
Yeah.
Oh my God, brother. Lord have mercy, man. God, Lee.
Oh man, shoot. Okay, we'll talk about this one too.
Let's do it.
All right.
Damn, it's a lot of death y'all talking about.
I mean, hey, R.I.P. to James Earl Jones.
Man, there was a lot. Don't run through. It's a lot. It's a lot of them. It's one more died today.
A.J. Johnson, I heard, died.
Football player died.
Yeah, it was a Hall of Famer died today.
My goodness, Ezel, A.J. Johnson.
Oh, you talking about you doing it? Okay, yeah.
Like, sheesh, man, so much, but Conversation, man, conversation.
I was about to begin. A Dallas man signed a plea deal for the 2022 murder of a woman over an argument at a pickup basketball game she had just apparently won. Asia Womack's mother says she knew a deal may happen, but calls the sentence a slap in the face. Her daughter's killer will spend 20 years in prison for the crime. She will meet him face-to-face in court later this week. Fox 4's Amelia Jones live in Dallas with the story. Amelia.
Steve, Cameron Hogg's trial was set to begin tomorrow. Instead, he'll be starting his prison sentence for admitting to killing Asia Womack back in October of 2022. Womack's mother tells us she's still processing the decision. Every day, Andrea Womack thinks about her daughter.
I miss her so much.
How she loved to play basketball and make jokes.
She holds a place in a lot of people's hearts.
Who she could have become if her life wasn't taken away in October 2022.
I can't believe she's gone.
Dallas police say Cameron Hogg shot and killed 21-year-old Asia Womack after the two got in an argument over a game of pickup basketball at a park in South Dallas. Court documents say Womack left the park, but when she and a friend were sitting outside to watch football a short distance from the park, Hogg drove up and got out without saying a word. Police say he shot her twice in the chest, and then as she was falling, he shot 2 more times, then left.
He took it too far.
The trial for 32-year-old Hogg was set to begin this week, and Womack was ready for the jury to decide his fate. But that day will never come. On Monday, Hogg took a plea from the Dallas County DA. He pleaded guilty to murder and will be sentenced to 20 years in prison, a term on the very low end of the range for punishment.
It's a slap in the face because it's pretty much saying that Asia's life was only worth 20 years. That's basically what they're saying.
The Dallas County DA's office told Womack this outcome was a possibility. While it's not what Womack hoped for, she did get some justice.
By him admitting that he killed her and not going to court saying that it was self-defense.
Womack will have a chance to face her daughter's killer when she makes her victim impact statement.
I forgive him, but at the same time, I just want him to see the hurt. I just want him to see the hurt that's on my face. You can't imagine in my heart. So just to look at him, to be able to face him and get some closure.
So she can continue to heal.
What are you doing, little one?
With help from her grandbaby, Asia.
Now I can start to heal. Now that this part is behind me.
We reached out to the Dallas County DA's office to ask about this sentence, but we haven't heard back. Womack will make her victim impact statement in court on Thursday. Hogg will be moved to the Texas Department of Corrections, where he will serve his sentence.
Whatever. Yeah, so he's a bitch. You know, this is kind of how that go. I guess the question I think I had written down is, you know, why only 20 years? Right, because he's not going to probably serve all that 20, right?
Sorry, 15.
Right, 15, 13, whatever. And, you know, would it be the same if, you know, if it was white? If this person was white. If he would have killed the white person, or if these were two white people.
The judge can overturn that, too. Y'all know that, right? The judge can take that back and say, no, you're going to get life.
Yeah. At what point? Like,
at the sentencing, if they go up there, right, and he got like a not looking remorseful or something like that, the judge can be like, no, I don't accept that. I don't accept that right there. Which, the first thing that came to my mind, I don't know if y'all saw the movie, Law-Abiding Citizen. Remember that?
Yeah.
With Jamie Foxx? When dude, like, just going, because the DA only did that to make their conviction rate go up higher. Because it helps your conviction rate. So it helps your bonuses, it helps your money, it helps all this stuff because now you're in a higher percentile of what you get conviction. So that's the only way to do it. That's the only reason the DA accepted that. Because, you know, it's a possibility that if we go to trial, it can might get mistrial, I might get fucked up on my bonus. You know, it's so much stuff that can go on. But the DA only did that because it's a automatic conviction for you. You ain't looking for you ain't looking for everything for the family.
Right.
Because there's no way, even in Dallas, you got all the witnesses where he jumped out the car, didn't say nothing. I know somebody saw something, or he was on camera saying something that he just did that. So he ain't have to admit it. We saw you do it.
Right.
So for them to just accept that, nah, B. Nah. And you know, a lot of people talking about people deserve second chances. We shouldn't judge this. We shouldn't. Nah, B. You did that, coward out. Now you And you're going to probably be in the courtroom, going to try to give a stone cold face like you're sorry and remorseful, but you're going to be grinning inside like I got away with this shit.
No, well, they're going to be on your ass. Literally.
That's exactly what Be Humble said. He said he will get his in jail, and prisoners don't play crimes against women and children.
Yeah, when they get his paperwork, if they get his paperwork.
They're going to get his
paperwork. Yeah, they going to get that, absolutely. That was the, Cultivate said, unfortunately, she had the wrong skin color because had she been white, he would have gotten life without a doubt. I truly believe that.
Yeah.
To me, I don't think when it comes to murder, you shouldn't be able to say no deal.
Yeah.
If you killed some people or you trying to tell on somebody to get up out of that, they could be able to lie to you and you still do life.
Yeah, because this is a situation where, if I'm remembering the video right that we just watched, he just got out of the car and did it.
Yeah, he did. That's what she said. She said he got out the car without no questions and just started shooting. Shot out twice in the chest, shot 2 more times, and then got back in the car and left.
I would, and this is not to blame nobody, right? I don't want to blame her.
Sierra, what's going on? D-Money, what's happening?
What's up?
Sierra, D-Money, what's happening? It's not to blame her, however, you got to be mindful on the type of people that you're joking with, right? Because they say she was into jokes, you know what I mean? You're dealing with a lot of timid souls out here. Like, a lot of these dudes is timid, they're weak, they're scary, they act like bitches. You know what I mean?
Fragile egos.
Yeah, they real fragile and whimsical.
Yeah.
So, you just got to kind of be mindful of who you even embarrass. She might have, she probably bust his ass on the court.
Facts, and he couldn't take it.
And he couldn't take it. There's a female at the end of the day. So he's like, oh, I know I'm better than that. Or, you know how people talk on the court. Right?
Oh, you let her bust your ass, and she a female. She a female, and you let her bust.
Right. And so you know how that probably went, and he didn't take it too well. And but we've always had history of niggas, even when they're playing, even when they're playing on the basketball court against other niggas.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Remember in
White Man Can't
Jump.
That's
right?
the first thing I thought about.
I'm finna go back to the car. Right. I'm finna go pop the trunk. This is what dudes really be on.
Yep.
And they can't be simple. Have good sportsmanship.
Right.
They're sore losers. So, like I said, these niggas is timid. They bringing out the guns, and hope you right for that.
But also too, we should get back to, and I'm gonna piggyback off what Jerry Day said. This is not to blame anybody. We're not blaming anybody because what he did was totally just unacceptable, whatever. But we need to get back to teaching people humility too, because me and Jerry Day talk about this too. Every video you see on the social media or whatever of kids playing sports, it's always trying to embarrass your opponent. Mm-hmm. It's always trying to get one up on your opponent. It's always trying to get a meme at your opponent. It's always trying to get a clip or a highlight or something to go on TikTok about your opponent, when that's not really what it's about. It's about in sportsmanship just to show people that you're better or whatever, but you don't have to do all that extra stuff. And then again, I'm going to say this again right after I say this. This is not saying that she deserved anything that got to her. He should be getting life in prison without possibility. We're just talking about other things about what's going on with kids in sports, because I see it all the time, and it makes me mad. Like, I will never let my son play football. I will never. If I catch him out there trying to showboat and trying to shimmy and all that, boy, I will stop in the middle of don't do that. We don't do that over here in our house. Like Jerry Day say, in this house, we don't do that. We just bust people's ass and keep it moving. You don't have to do all that shimmying and shaking and trying to show off your opponent. You don't have to do all that.
I was watching basketball. Every dunk, every highlight. If you dunk on somebody, it's a mean style. If they shoot the three, they doing all that.
They stepping over you and all this.
Yeah, it's like, bro, it's real disrespectful.
Yeah, don't do
You know
that.
what I mean? Like, y'all shooting, doing that. Y'all scary. Y'all not doing that. Y'all not shooting no guns. You like, fuck out of here.
And then again, we're going to say it one more time. We're not saying that this deserved and warranted her to get killed. No, it did not. It did not at all. Not one bit.
Yeah, Cultivate said his booty will be putting in overtime while he in prison.
He gonna probably off himself.
Putting in
He gonna probably delete himself.
overtime.
He gonna delete himself.
Been working on it.
He gonna probably delete himself.
And that's the fact that it was. What do y'all think about the part where she said she wants to look him in the face and see her pain? What do you think about that part?
I mean, she has a right.
Yeah.
I'm
But I
not
think
sure.
it's gonna do nothing.
He already did what he did.
Yeah, it ain't gonna do nothing to him.
You know.
But guess what it is gonna do? I guarantee you, when he go in that jail cell though, and he gonna be under the cover. Y'all ain't listen to Ali Sadiq. Is that Ali Sadiq? He's gonna be under the cover. Under the cover is when you get all them years and you get all that time, and you think shit's sweet, and you go start crying underneath the cover. You put the cover on your cell, and you go start crying.
He better not have no Sally. He have a Sally and start crying. It's a wrap.
He gonna be under the cover.
That cover gonna be around his neck.
Yeah.
So it was watching. There was this documentary. I forget what the name of it was on Netflix. Long story short, there was a mother who had a child at a young age, and a couple that adopted her daughter. She got pregnant and gave her daughter up for adoption, and male and female, man and woman, adopted her. Long story short, he ended up killing her, and he buried her in their backyard. And there was this whole case about it. And just like what we were saying in the previous conversation, this dude turned out to have a full-on elongated history of sexual assault. I'll say it this time because it's not a super crazy buzzword, but he has a history of that, and a history of doing things in the nature of what he did. And it was just a whole investigation about it. And come to find out, the daughter that they adopted, he buried her. And then it was just crazy how he was just manipulating his wife and gaslighting and trying to flip everything on her. And I'm just thinking about that in these cases. It's like, how do you even, as a judge, say, like, you have full-on evidence of this dude getting out of the car and killing this girl, just walking up and killing her. How is there even a possibility of him getting out? It's different to, like, if it, and I'm not saying that this is okay either, but it's different if a fist fight erupts into guns. I get it. A little bit more. But this is just full on, I just walked up and did it. Come on, man. How is it even possible that he's going to get out?
I thought, but to me, that's when judges supposed to come in with their humility and stuff like that. That's supposed to kick in like, no, I can't let this ride. I can't let this sentence ride. That's not good enough. But they'll do it to unknown call. You know, they'll do it to us when we sit in the courtroom or something like that. You feel me? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll do it to us, but they won't do it to, like, across the board. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't think. But in these cases, right? Because I don't think we ever asked this question. Do you think everything deserves forgiveness?
It's up to the individual.
Right, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. It's up
to the individual that they did something to?
Like with the mother in the video, it's like she said she wanted to look him in the face and you know, have her see, at least get a glimpse of the pain that she's going through. That's up to her. That's fully 100% up to her. I was actually putting myself in that situation, and I'm like, what would I do? Hypothetically, I don't even want to think about that possibly happening to me.
Yeah, I don't want to.
But
I don't want to think like that.
Just, man, this is wild that
I don't want to think like that.
And then as far as as far as what you're saying, like if it was a white girl that he did that to, he would have gotten. I would imagine that he would have gotten a sentence that he should have gotten with this lady.
Yeah, motherfucker been on the death row.
Motherfucker would have told you, what time is it? It's 15 minutes to 8. All right, give him 45 years.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was trying to figure out where you were going with that.
Hey, how many yards Lamar Jackson run for yesterday? We in Baltimore. He rushed for what? 110, 230? 230s? Hey man, get that nigga 200. Not minutes, not days, years. Get his ass 200 years.
It was if I'm not mistaken, and this is just off the top of my head right now, Derek Chauvin, the dude that kneeled on George Floyd's neck. Don't get me wrong. Erase that. Sorry, I just said it's on the internet. But anyway, if it was me on the judge, what do you get? 20 years?
Yeah.
20 years plus 10 years for each bullet.
Oh hell no! Give him 20 years, and then how many bullets you had in there? 10. Multiply that time 10.
I think that.
And then I'm sorry.
No, I just think that it shouldn't really be up to the judge's discretion. I think it should be a basic guideline. This is you committed murder. This is what murder gets. You know what I'm saying? No wiggle room. It's not no, you committed murder, automatic 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Just automatic. Well, this is what murder, this is what you get. Okay? It shouldn't be wiggle room, no time for good behavior, none of that. This is what it is. Okay? Like, you can't go do shit. You know, to me, that's saying, and I'm talking about across the board. You know, because one crime you can do in Illinois, you can't go down in Texas and do. You know, or go over to Maryland or whatever. Right? It's always up to the judge's discretion. They want to look at your background, see how you was raised. You know what I mean? I don't believe in none of that. Commit murder. Should be a set, to me, for every crime. This is the set. Okay, we just run our finger across. Murder, 50 years. Mm-hmm. Stealing, dollar amount, this much. You know what I'm saying? It's just really, it's a real easy chart.
It seems like, it seems like it would work for me in situation like this. It would, because it makes too much way for bias. It makes too much way for unfairness. Yeah. It makes too much way for inequality is what I was looking for. Yeah. From case to case. And then I was thinking too, if it was a white woman that he killed, they would even be they would factor in his past. Yeah. They'll be looking at whether the gun was registered or not and all this other stuff. So, I mean, that's just a wild situation, man.
You know what a judge should do? Tell his ass, hey, I'll give you 1,000 months.
Did you just do that math?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Give him for 1,000 months. That's 83 years. Like, just do some dumb shit. Like, just like making my think, oh, I can do that. That ain't nothing. Then you start counting. It's only 12 months in a year. So
that's what I did because I immediately did.
What? Yeah, just do some shit like that.
But even if it's gonna be 1,000 months across the board.
Yeah, you know I'm with you on that.
And what you in here for murder? Oh, okay. You got 83 years. Well, they do months. So like you did. You got 1,000 months. You know. Yeah. You in here for your natural life, basically.
Be Humble asked what was the name of the documentary. It was called Into the Fire, The Lost Daughter. On Netflix. All right, man. That's enough of that. Y'all good on that?
Yeah, man. You want to get into some other shit.
What do you want to get into?
Well, you were talking about, sensitive. What's the word you use to describe it?
What, timid?
Timid men, whimsical.
Yeah, whimsical.
All right. So, I would like your opinion on this, especially if you heard it. Andrew Schulz is under fire.
What do you do?
I listened to. Okay, I'll let the video give you the context, and you can imagine how the internet blew up about it, right? All right. So
y'all be on the internet crazy because I ain't hear nothing. You heard something, Jay, every day?
No, man, I don't even like that nigga Andrew. So
no,
I never liked him. So niggas been giving him a pass. I say, man, time will tell. Go ahead.
He all right. He cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. It's cool.
All right.
What the fuck he do?
So how do y'all feel about Meghan Markle?
Crunch.
Meghan Markle?
Yeah.
She's cool, man.
So they're talking about what they call the black woman effect. These guys are from the podcast, I don't curse, Ish and Giggles.
Oh, I've seen their clips come up before.
Okay. Yeah, Ish and Giggles. And they are telling Andrew Schulz, I believe, about the black woman effect. And Andrew Schulz has some comments that he added into it.
Those some nappy-headed hoes.
I know he said some jokes and people took it serious, bro.
Cool. She stole your gin. Yeah. How you feel about that?
I'm here for it, bro.
I'm here for the multicultural.
Really?
Yeah,
Black girlfriend effect.
Yeah.
You're
into that.
Yeah. She came in.
What's the black girlfriend if they just come in and start fighting?
Nah, bro. You guys don't know about the black girlfriend effect. She just...
Wait, what is the black girlfriend effect?
You don't know about this?
Glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got buzz cut, clean shape up.
Nah. I'm thinking Black Vegas.
Oh, so they talking about like the Travis Kelce shit?
Right here in the left.
Getting faded up.
Oh, Travis Kelce was dating him. Travis Kelce.
I like that. I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends,
they grow a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of. That's hilarious. I think the black girlfriend effect.
Sound like
It might be a
doing for
protective
couple
instinct,
black
bro.
women. He didn't instantly started talking. Like he's here to.
He had a few.
Yeah, you can
You say
tell.
he had a few.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Detective. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah. Got a favorite.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite?
We love them all.
Yeah.
Oh really?
We love them all.
Yeah.
That means white.
Yo,
We
who
love them all.
That is what.
Hey, let me do the US translation.
Kendrick fans, get him!
What did he say?
We love them all.
Hey, that's right.
Fans get 'em?
No, prior to that, what did the black guy with the dress say?
Oh, he said we love them all.
Oh, okay, I thought the one in the middle
Oh,
said that. I thought
yeah,
he said
him.
something.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's go back.
For the multicultural.
Really?
Yeah,
Black
man.
girlfriend effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came
You're
in,
into that?
Yeah.
And Meghan
She
Markle's
came
fine
in.
as
What's the
fuck,
black
so.
girlfriend? They just come in and start fighting?
Nah, bro. You guys don't know
did
about
wild
black
some
girlfriend
shit up.
effect. She just.
Wait,
she
what is
rebelled.
the black girlfriend effect? This is
Oh, you
the
might
thing?
not know
You
about
just
this.
glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend. All of a sudden, he's got buzz cut, like
Yeah.
clean shape up.
Nah,
Yeah.
Glows up, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
Glows
I
the
like
fuck
that.
up.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their
Nah,
hair.
bro. White guys with black girlfriends,
They grow a
step-
beard
they step their
because
dick
there's
up.
more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of.
I know they're laughing.
I think the black girlfriend effect. It might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Protective.
Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite?
He said, "Oh wow, like that's different."
We love them all.
Yeah.
Oh really?
We love them all.
Yeah.
That means white.
Yo, who gets
That is what.
Hey, let me do the US translation.
Kendrick fans? Get him!
We love them all.
Hey, that's royal English for white.
Guys, we
Yeah, he goes into an ad after that.
So what was
So
I guess. I mean, they got in the uproar. Who got into the uproar? What black women got into the uproar with this?
well, let's look at the comments. Let's see.
This be like the little swirler community.
be bots?
American hyperfixation on race is
bots.
truly evident in this episode. Yes, that's true.
Say, what you say? What? Go?
American hyperfixation on race is truly evident in this episode. Took a shot every time. They took a shot every time Andrew said black people, and now I'm in the hospital getting treated for alcohol poisoning. As a black woman, the stuff Andrew was saying about the black girlfriend effect was racist. He made it completely about angry black woman trope. Can we not rest? So
I don't even get no fuck.
the people on the Ish and Giggles podcast were coming at the two guys on the podcast because they laughed at the joke that Andrew Schulz made.
They show called Shits and Giggles. Niggas was giggling.
So they were saying like, oh, they're painting black women as a particular stereotype, and just saying black women are angry and abusive towards men. So that's what the whole blow up was about.
It was?
Yeah, I had a So I'd say that's and they turned around and apologized.
Who apologized?
For, the guys on the Ish and Giggles podcast.
Why? Stand by your word.
They didn't say anything. They just laughed.
Just laughed.
What am I apologizing for? And I ain't say nothing.
Let's see. Because I had it. Let's see. Yeah, they apologized for it. They said I think their audience bullied them into thinking that it was a racist situation.
And you have 4 people in the comments going back and forth and going crazy.
Look, man, we've dealt with black women.
Deal with black women every day.
Exactly. So, I mean, they are who they are, right? Just like if you deal with other groups of women,
it's gonna be a different thing.
Be who they gonna be.
Yeah, it's all. Every race of women got some particular about them. They are
At
women.
least I know if you with a white woman, you gotta worry about she gonna holler grape after anything all said and done. So no.
Yeah, and it's I had the video of it
Hey, who is that?
We got an achievement.
Go there. You got an achievement.
Just
Who is
popped
him?
up.
Oh, I don't know. Will playing the game over there.
I haven't heard the achievement pop noise in so long. No, it just popped up.
No,
on
it
the
just
video.
popped up on the screen. I ain't tripping about it.
He did an extra quest.
What did Sierra and Sister Everyday say?
Oh, my bad. I didn't even see that they commented. Sister Everyday said racism. No. Stereotypes. Yeah. Sierra said they are known for having a large black women audience.
Who, the Shits and Giggles Sierra? Or Andrew Schulz?
Definitely is Giggles. Let me see.
There's nothing wrong with stereotypes. Some shit should be true.
Here we go. Let's look at this.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to.
Let me zoom. Find the timestamp. Let's see. Because I was watching it earlier.
What we looking for?
He talks about their apology.
All right. Anyway, any listeners here that are upset at us, we just want to let you know that you're going to stay upset. Okay? What we're not going to do is sit here with our dicks tucked between our legs, apologizing on the podcast for jokes. Okay? Matter of fact, we have a new apology video that we should definitely watch. The Shits and Gigs gentlemen came on the podcast.
I love them. I feel bad they're going through this.
Yeah, but actually I do want to take this seriously because they are serious guys. And I'll stop fucking laughing, dude. They're defending their community. They came on the podcast. They got a lot of flack for laughing at a joke. And I would just want to hear their apology. These are serious fucking guys. And this is a serious apology. Al.
You're an asshole.
Al. No, can you take it seriously?
All right, sure.
Okay. Shifty?
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shifty. That's crazy.
Shifty,
come on,
Shifty.
Fucking racist.
I want everybody to just take this serious, and I want us to try to have a serious moment. It's a serious podcast, and I want to just listen to their heartfelt apology.
Guys, right, before we get into today's episode, quick PSA, quick acknowledgement. So, if you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. But we just wanted to address something that's happening at the minute. This past weekend, there's been a couple of clips going around from when we did a session on the Flagrant podcast while we were on our US tour. And there were a few jokes made that were incredibly inappropriate. One specifically pertaining to black women. And in the clip, Andrew was making a joke. I'm not even gonna get into specifics. Frankly, like racist joke. And we were laughing at it. And to give, first of all, before we get into like specifics or anything like that, obviously there's just literally no excuse.
Pause.
There is no excuse.
Agreed. Pause.
There's no excuse.
There's no fucking excuse. Al. Can you pause? No excuse right now. I just want to take in.
So that's essentially what the apology was and what went down.
That's crazy.
Let's see. Sierra said they also said they didn't see any beautiful women in Atlanta. People took it as if they were referring to black women since Atlanta is mainly black women. I didn't know that.
Probably saw some beautiful guys though.
Kozave said, unbothered, next. What's better than a black woman? I'll wait. Hold on, let me hold on. I got you.
Thank you. Because I don't even know what spaces put this up because I have no comments. I didn't even know what the fuck going on. I still don't know what's going on.
Because I think it's definitely a selective outrage moment. And I'm a real big advocate of protecting the funny. And most people who listen to this 1 minute clip have never heard Andrew Schulz's comedy. Because this is sarcastic humor is Andrew Schulz's entire lane. You listen to Brilliant Idiots.
He give it to everybody, bro.
And that's exactly my point.
You don't just section out these and that. It's everybody's turn. You don't just section off like, oh, I only talk about The man talk about Mexicans more than anybody. Like, for real. And they get it the worst. But I don't see, like they say, we let social media run our lives. Like, I did not know any of this. Did you hear about any of this, Jay?
Hell no, I don't give no fuck.
And I didn't hear, like, I was so shocked when I didn't know what the fuck, like, what? When the fuck did Andrew Schulz get the run of anything and what's going on? I'm like, y'all let, just because 2-3 people in the comments didn't like what you said, okay, go look into something else. Because trust and believe, y'all better not let us get on. Because, boy, I ain't going to give 2 shits about what we said at all. Not one bit. I'm going to still go home to my wife, my kid. I'm going to still be around here just counting the dough. Damn, they paid us for this? Yeah, that shit was good, bro. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Look, man.
I'm
of the opinion anybody can get this work.
Thank you.
Right? You know what I mean? So
I'm too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, if I'm willing to roast myself, I'm going to roast you and everybody else, right? So it's just like, okay, it was just the black woman turn. You know what I mean? Black dudes get roasted. Gays get roasted. You know what I'm saying? Thongs get roasted. It just don't matter.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
everybody
Whites
gets it.
going to get roasted. Anybody going to get roasted. Yeah. I mean, do you have to necessarily agree with a joke? Like, I go to a Corey Holcomb shit. I'm pretty sure, like, you ever go to Corey Holcomb shit, like, you just laugh, nigga. Just laugh. That's all you got to do because it's going to be plenty of shit that you don't agree with.
You're going to cringe with, but
or
it's
you're
going to be funny.
cringe, but it's going to be funny. And that's just, you know, if he's a comedian, that's part of it.
Hey, I just went to my son's football game, and guess who was getting it? Them teenagers. Me and my wife was up there laughing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I didn't roast it. I roasted, boy, I ain't even going to I don't want to put my son's business out there like that. But I roasted somebody. Yeah. I'm going to tell y'all after this. I was riding the shit out of her. I ain't going to even lie to you. I talked about her ass for like 5 minutes straight.
Yeah. I mean, look, me and Maul in the group chat, you step into that group chat, we're going to roast your ass about something. I mean,
if you don't feel like it, just don't say anything.
Right.
It is what it is, and let the shit die down. But if it's funny, it's funny. I'm on the first of, don't try to roast me if you ain't funny, nigga. That's going to make me mad.
Yeah.
Make the shit be funny. If you're going to try to roast a motherfucker, make the shit funny so I can laugh too. I don't want to hear about this bullshit if you're not funny.
Bro. You mentioned Corey Holcomb. I was,
yeah.
Bro.
You remember when we went?
Bro, there's no way y'all have listened to, y'all getting outraged by Andrew Schulz and not getting outraged by Corey Holcomb, bro. What?
I think they like Andrew Schulz. These is what I call the people from the swirler community. You know what the swirler community is? Black women who really only date white dudes, right? So since they only really date white dudes, they hate to see a white guy kind of going in on them because they feel like they the prize to this white man. You know what I mean? And that's what it. I mean, it couldn't have been like no regular, no disrespect, but just a regular black woman, who dates black dudes. Like she wouldn't have gave no fuck. Like the ones that say, yeah, I'm pretty sure like they probably date black dudes and don't give no fuck about what Andrew Schulz is saying.
Oh man.
Now Corey though.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
They would give a fuck about what Corey have to say.
Bro,
the man said, what he said about he was selling outside of an abortion clinic selling.
Bro, he said,
he said so much.
He said so much.
He said so much.
That shit make you cringe and laugh at the same time.
Bro,
you want the mop by the mop. Like that shit. Oh my goodness. That shit was hilarious.
Bro,
you gotta be there.
I died, bro. My kidney started hurting when he said, man, I was watching my kids go down the toilet like, wee.
Hey, if you was cool with the cool people, you would have been in Milwaukee.
She said, who listens to Corey? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, listen.
Black women gonna have a problem with Corey, but niggas ain't listening to no Andrew Schulz. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, man. Hold on.
Don't worry, Sierra. We had motherfuckers sitting there looking at us like y'all laughing at this shit. This shit funny. And me and Jay every day was crying. When I say crying, we was crying.
It's more so funny because you get the reaction of the person that you with, and you just looking at them, and they looking at you. It's just so funny. You just roll with it. But you know what? Some of that shit be real.
So check this out, Sierra. This is for anybody who has the same sentiment. And I'm not saying that you're wrong or anything. I'm just saying a lot of people think like, oh, who listens to Corey or who listens to this person or that person? Listen.
Corey should sell out.
400,000 subscribers, right? He goes live, I think, almost every night. 156,000 views. 204,000 views. 326,000 views. And this is 4 days ago, 11 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 weeks ago, he had 203. A lot of people listen to Corey Holcomb. A lot of people, and what? And that's what I'm saying. This is another moment where people are just being selective with their outrage, and it's not even. It's not even. That really wasn't even a joke that I guess you can't tell people what to and what not to be insulted by. But in my opinion, that wasn't even a joke to really take on into an outrage level. To try and cancel, air quotes, cancel somebody, or even the Ish and Gigs podcast. Like, why you apologize? You just laughed at a joke, bro. Like, it wasn't a racist joke. Will, you got something you want to add in or no?
Yeah.
They're probably going to go under,
T.S. Madison, what's that? What's a T.S. Madison?
Y'all know who that is. Sierra said, well, I'll just say not my taste. I would wager that is not.
T.S. Madison probably won't want to go back and forth with no comedian.
And guess what, Sierra? That's totally your choice. If you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with him.
Right, absolutely.
And that's just what it is. Why do we give people energy that we don't fuck with? Why? Why are you going to sit on the...
Exactly, bro. Like, you doing all that is just making his name even bigger.
Thank you. You finna sit up here and you got time to do that. I don't have time for that.
Now some beauty. What's a T.S. Madison? What is that?
On Jason Lee. Oh,
Okay.
Jason Lee. Okay.
She ate his ass up.
She ate his ass for real?
No pun intended. How does
That's
that
on
work?
film. She got on film eating choreography.
Look, oh my goodness, this is crazy work.
No, this is when left.
That was she said.
Diddy.
This is crazy work.
She didn't say that?
This one left. I mean, I think she was talking about like going off on him.
Oh, you say T.S.
okay.
Madison is a comedian. Okay. Well, then, hey, they go back and forth then,
Yeah.
I mean, at the
I
end
thought
of
she
the
ate his
day,
ass on camera or something.
Hey, you really got him. You really got him. I guess
1,000
went from, huh?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, but
because I'm tired of this already. I'm ready to move on to something else.
Yeah, it was just. I just wanted to point out like this is a crazy.
You say y'all wow.
Yeah, I'm a part of the Maddie Mob. Okay, gang.
It's not my taste. The Maddie, because of age, part of the Maddie.
That sounds like some freaky ass shit. Y'all some 6ix9ine guys. See, the women love looking at
they'd be at the freak offs.
They love looking at the the them and theys.
Yeah, at the freak offs. They was at them freak offs.
And then wondering why ain't no niggas around.
At them freak off parties.
What the men's at? We supporting the them and theys. Come on.
All right, man. So I think this will turn into the last thing that we talk about today.
He should have went to Bali. Let's go.
So let's see. Let's just go with this one.
There's a rhythm in the
because I have so many thoughts about this, bro.
I kind of really understand it, but I don't understand it at the same time.
Has been arrested by federal agents at a hotel here in New York City. Combs had been living there for several weeks. A person with knowledge of the investigation told NBC News the arrest was based on a sealed indictment brought by the Southern District of New York. The contents of the indictment won't be known until later today, but Combs is facing a wave of lawsuits accusing him of sexual assault and misconduct. In March, federal investigators searched his homes in Miami and Los Angeles.
Baby.
Combs' attorney expressed disappointment with the arrest, saying his client had been cooperating with the investigation, adding he is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and.
So, I would wager that you guys have heard different pieces of information about this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm love, baby.
So, just with these recent updates, what are your thoughts about anything that you've heard? Because it's been a
nigga should have went to Bali.
It's been a waterfall of information.
Should have went wherever Hustle Simmons went. He should have went there.
Yeah,
when he want to stick around, the feds came. When the feds came the first time, he's supposed to get the fuck on, unless he couldn't.
It's like because they was talking about you need to read the definition of sex trafficking. Because it's like, if he had anybody doing anything against their will, it's totally wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank, right? But you flying pussy out and stuff like that, I'm like trying to see because he a freaky motherfucker.
6'9" guy.
Now, he a freak out. He be on freak offs.
I know. He the 6'9" guy.
I was thinking that same thing. That's a beauty. She said Johnson & Johnson stocks have went up.
No, for real.
I don't know. I haven't looked. I thought about it.
It did went up 20% after they said he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
That's cap.
It is.
That's cap.
I would say no. I was like,
I'm looking right at him. That's cap. He did good. For
No.
20% is crazy.
Thank you, Jerry.
If he would have said 2 or 3%, I would have been like, okay.
20% is crazy. People don't get that for a year.
All right, so Be Humble, you got to catch up in the comments a little bit. Be Humble said, I think it's a previous conversation, as someone who grew up with his dad being Uncle Ruckus before there wasn't Uncle Ruckus. I've heard it all. Free Diddy, OJ innocent. DHPX said, keep Diddy locked up. Cultivate said, really, Maul? We got Naps and Beauty. Sierra said, laughed and said, swear. Be Humble said, Diddy should have paid Cassie off before she came with the lawsuit.
But to me, it's way bigger than Diddy. Because like all the
Bigger
people
than
around,
Nino Brown.
it's way bigger. Because if you got people around you like do like the lady Jasmine. I mean, what's her name? Jaguar? What's her name?
Jaguar,
right?
Like people love to be like, oh, she's so right, she's so this, she's all right. I'm not with that. Because if you seen this shit going on for so long, now you want to tell on everybody, I'm not with you, and I don't really feel like that's one of the times I don't really care what motherfucker really got to say. Because you still as dirty as they was, to me, in my eye. Because the money dried up with you now. Now, you know, you want to tell everything and tell what everything been going on. But when the money was cool, you was cool with it.
Right.
So I've never been cool with that. And the Diddy, it's just, I don't know, it's a lot.
It's a whole lot.
It's a lot. And it's like, it's a lot.
Hey, you know the thing about this, man. Hey, look, y'all see that right there? See, niggas get real distracted with this. You know what I'm saying? And we have an election going on. You know what I mean? And that's the deal. We got an election, and here they pull this shit out the woodworks. Niggas is looking over there.
Thank you for visiting the No Key Podcast, because that nigga was wrong with that one. I'm not going to laugh about that. That was cold.
And that's how they do it, though, right? We was just talking about Trump and Kamala, you know what I'm saying, and how this, Kamala, whatever, however you want to say her name. We was just talking about that. This is what we got on the table in front of us. And here we go. Here we go. They pull out this Diddy shit. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about Diddy, how many bottles of baby oil he had. If he had baby oil mixed with lotion, I don't give a fuck. If he got to go to jail, then so be it, nigga. That's the part of, you know what I'm saying? Again, I said it before, when you're a sexual degenerate, you niggas got to go to jail, man. They going to come up with some shit for you to go to jail. And that's what it is. He should have went to Bali. So for me, it ain't really much to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Good luck to the nigga.
Yeah. Damn, it went down because Diddy said that shit. That's a freaky ass nigga we don't want nothing to associate with.
Damn, boy, Johnson.
No, you Be Humble, you right. It is. Diddy needs to go to jail. If he did any of that thing wrong, if he been out there raping, sex trafficking women and all this other stuff and the indictment and all that, yes, he needs to go to jail. I'm not trying to take the focus off him. But I'm saying it's still like after they get him, it's gonna be when this all gets said and done.
Nigga.
When this all gets said and done, it's gonna be a lot of celebrities going down with Diddy.
Right, and that's what I think.
Because you think he ain't gonna tell?
That's what I think is the.
Yeah. Well.
Ooh, that's a good point, Will. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but he said that's the same thing. That's the same thing. What happened with Jeffrey Epstein? Who went down with him?
That's a true point, Will. I can't knock you on that one.
Nasty Beauty said they did pass a bill for these air quotes immigrants having protection against SA charges during this distraction. Don't get me started on that, Naps and Beauty. Cultivate said, not at all. I just slipping and sliding with Bay. But I just think one of the major things is, I think kind of what Will was saying, I think he's the scapegoat for everybody else.
You think so?
I think so. I know for a fact that we've seen celebrities, all different kinds of celebrities say, ain't no party like a Diddy party. Something to that effect. Something to that effect. Marlon Wayans was just on Club Shay Shay talking about he was there, but he ain't seen none of the stuff that was going on. Mm-hmm. And that brings the question to me because
said that too, didn't he?
Did he? I don't know.
Yeah, he was at the Diddy party before.
And it's like it's three people that it sounds like 3 types of people that went to a Diddy party. It's 1, the people that left early. 2, the people that left late and didn't see anything. And 3, the people that we never hear about that actually participated in this stuff.
So when is it illegal to have a party? Like, that's my thing. If they getting, like, they had them types of shits in Atlanta all the time, you hear about it. Yeah, see, Naperville, whatever, they had these parties, like, it's like y'all trumping up some shit, all talking about trafficking. Now all of a sudden, now y'all trying to make up. To me, it's like made up shit, right? If you could get them today, you could have got them 10 years ago. Because we've been hearing about, you could have got them 20. We've been hearing the same shit about Diddy forever, since Biggie was around. So now all of a sudden it's like, nope. Let's talk about this election.
I agree, and I think from what I understand, there's 2 or 3 charges that I remember that he's facing. One of them is the trafficking, and the second one is having firearms with the serial number scratched out. I forget what the third one was.
Oh, okay, that's some bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. Like
firearms with let's get some real, like the real traffickers. Them motherfuckers come in. Them people come in on containers. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Not no. We gonna fly her out. She flew out.
Right.
The real traffickers coming in through containers and truck containers and containers in the ships and shit where it's a boatload of these niggas dead. That's the real ones. Like, the fuck is we doing?
You see why I say I was confused? Like, because that's what I'm picturing. When you say sex traffic, I'm picturing that.
Yeah.
Not me flying somebody out, she having sex, and I give her a couple $, she go home.
Hell yeah, she knew what it was. She knew what it was when she signed up. That was Drake. He gonna get into trafficking too soon. What?
Cultivate said when Kels went to prison, he should have got. I think she's talking about Diddy. When Kels went to prison, Diddy should have gotten his ish together.
I mean, a lot of them Eastern Europeans, some Chinese as well. The Asians ain't too far from it. Like, it's a lot of trafficking in general going on. Go after them, man. This is some bullshit. And I don't even like Diddy. Never did. Like that nigga.
I never liked him either. I was every time, even as a kid, I didn't really process what was going on. But when I seen him in videos, I'm like, get out of the camera, bro. Like, why are you? Always annoying from a distance from me. Get out of the camera. Be Humble said the drugs is coercion, which makes it trafficking.
Okay.
But see, and there's such a blurry line still because
we got drugs over here. I'm gonna fly you out. You trying to?
But you know what it is,
or
it's the
you're
law.
already here. Here's this whatever substance that they made.
But like they always say, you got to know the law. So you got to know exactly what the law means and what it says, because they can converge it and do it to what they need to do it to fit the narrative. So, like I say, I don't know. I really I'm in all of this. I don't know.
You're right,
Yeah,
and
I don't Diddy watch. I don't give a
fuck. Let's see. Nelson Beauty said, heard that his sons may be pulled into this trial too. The feds took all of the kids' passports, including the new baby.
See, should have been gone. Like everybody in Bali.
Be Humble said Maul did he use drugs and he used his position. I don't agree with that, bro.
And he used his position? What you mean by use his position?
Because his power and his influence and that is supposed to be like Diddy's this huge mogul.
How else you supposed to crack? You got to get in position, don't you?
Bro.
I can kind of agree with what you call on that, especially when you got that much power. You can sleep damn near and people be scared of you. I can believe what Be Humble saying.
So why would, if he's in such a high position of power, why would he go with the people that don't want to be there?
What you mean?
Like, because he's talking about trafficking. To me, when I hear trafficking, I hear being transported for sexual purposes without your consent.
But that's what they were saying too. You don't know.
I don't believe
because he was getting women from like what is it like prostitution. He was getting them flown out, but they didn't know if they really wanted to be there. They was just doing their work, their job.
Okay, so
so they prostitutes.
Yeah, they were getting porn stars, to go there and do whatever.
The only thing where prostitution is legal is Nevada, right? Ain't nowhere else prostitution illegal.
Or this
legal.
I never heard that.
Never heard what?
That you said it's legal in Nevada?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I never heard that. So, well,
That's
see,
what
this
a
is
bunny ranch
okay.
at.
Okay, so here's
That's
my
what my
question.
Odom was, wasn't it?
Here's my question. So, if that
Another
be the
freaky ass
case,
nigga.
Yeah.
if that be the case, and he,
I could be wrong too. I'm sorry.
if that were the case, and he was engaging in the prostitution, these people were allowing themselves to be there.
Absolutely.
At what point? These are as far as we know,
do we
outside
know-
of Justin
I was just
Bieber.
going to say that.
Outside of Justin Bieber and the allegations, the suspiciousness that's going on with that.
Oh my God! But what? All this allegedly, by the way. We just trying to talk this out. We just going by what's going on.
Well, put us in the lawsuit, Joe.
For real, man. Because
like, come on, man.
like-
what?
Because we don't know if they were there against their will or not.
Here's the thing. Is it possible? Absolutely. Like I genuinely believe that Cassie was there, like she was trying to get out and he wouldn't let her leave. I genuinely believe that for her. I would wager that the absolute majority, and I'm talking about 85% and higher, the absolute majority of people there were there of their own volition.
You don't know that for sure, though. I can't say that. That's spaces. I can't say that.
Because at what point do we hold you as an adult for choosing to make those decisions for yourself? If it just happens one time, okay, cool. Like that's something like, all right, we'll have a case, and we'll go to the police because I feel like I was coerced. I feel like something was done to me. I feel like I was drugged. But these people were going consistently.
Yeah.
A lot of people were going consistently.
Hey, that shit funny. Cultivate. Anybody that's selling pussy needs some real soul searching. I ain't gonna lie, that shit is hilarious. I get you though. Everybody got their own opinion, but that's why I keep saying I don't know.
Sierra said, I don't think there's a way to rationalize why he did it. I don't think that.
So you don't think he did nothing wrong?
I don't think, not necessarily, I don't want to say he did anything wrong. I'm saying I think if he's going down for okay, here's my thought. Here's my thought process. If they're trying to come at him for all of these, first of all, he's not even being charged for anything crazy outside of what I just mentioned.
Hold on, you say he ain't getting charged with anything crazy?
I mean, like in terms of what he's being portrayed. I'm sorry, you're right. Let me clarify that.
Wow.
As far as what he's being portrayed as in the media, he's not being charged for what I've seen. To according to those, how do I say this? I'm butchering it, but the stuff that is in the actual court document is not what he is being portrayed in the media.
Sex trafficking. I thought he was charged with sex trafficking, the guns with the serial number, and what else was it? It was something else. It was a third. I don't remember what the third.
I forget what the third one was too.
Me too.
I
know the sex trafficking and the guns with the serial number scratched off. That's what he's mainly getting charged with. And racketeer. What is it? Racketeering?
Something that they can just make up. I think it was something along those lines.
That's like Rico shit.
Yeah, he getting charged with the Rico shit.
So, Be Humble said, "Don't blame the victim." Listen, who's the victim? How do we know that they're victims? It's just like how do we know that he didn't do it? Right? How do we know that he did or didn't do it? How do we know that these people are or are not victims? I, of my own opinion, do not think that every single person there was there against their will. I would wager that these people that go to these parties.
Excessive oil consumption.
That's the beauty. You wild. You said that's the beauty. Said he needs to be charged with excessive oil consumption. Cultivate crying. But I like Jay Everyday said earlier, and Will said earlier. People have been talking about Diddy for years. Nobody knew what was going on. I think if and this is my opinion, I'm not into the legal system as whatever, but I think if people knew that he was doing this stuff and nobody else said anything, but they were continuing to go, they should face some charges too. That's my own opinion. Because you're sitting here watching this stuff be done. In a lot of cases, you're participating in it. But all of a sudden, now you want to jump on a bandwagon like Dawn, talking about he groped me back in 2000 doing the Making a Band series.
But no.
Come on, man. Whatever she said, whatever year that was. Like, he hadn't even been, Like, making a band was how long ago? Come on, man. Cultivate said, what happened to the people that were on the Epstein list? Are they being investigated? That's what Will said earlier. He asked, who went down with Epstein? Nobody yet that I know of. Be Humble said people just talk in rumor talk. People just like spreading rumors.
Well, you know what? I mean, you got the court of public opinion, but the man still hasn't had his day in court, right? So he still gets that. But I don't give a fuck. So, because we got other shit, other stuff that's probably passing legislation and other Supreme Court battles and shit like this. And again, we get stuck and we paying attention about what the fuck Diddy got going on. Like, last Diddy album y'all bought. Like, nobody gives a fuck, dude.
I mean, before this, he came out with a recent album that I was talking about on the podcast.
I don't think nobody bought no album since like 2000.
That's what I mean. I mean, people still brag about record
can buy
sales.
it on your stream. You can still buy the whole album.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Oh, I don't buy it.
People still talk about record sales like going gold or
So I
platinum.
pay for the streaming service. I ain't buying your damn album. Got me fucked up.
And Cultivate said, and why do the so-called victims wait to come forward?
Yeah, niggas wait. Scared. How many niggas are scared? These are the most scary niggas ever. How many people we did this to, man? Everybody scared of this nigga? Everybody.
You know what I think? It's kind of along the lines of what Will was saying. I think it was possible that some people there were facing potential. They didn't want their actual life to end. There were people there that were trying to have a career or trying to progress their career. And then fourth, I think there were people that were there just because they wanted to be.
But if you knew the final boss was Diddy, you already knew, like, motherfucker, yeah, you got to go through Diddy. You get the,
Bro, that's wild.
Why?
That's wild, bro.
I'm just saying, though, but why would you even, like, I know the final boss is this nigga. I'm not even finna go ahead and do that. Like, said okay. Fuck, what type of...
what if it's Diddy in his Halloween costume just doing like this? That is crazy, bro.
I'm love, baby.
Oh, shit. Take that. Take
that. Nasty Beauty said, it makes more sense why... Hold on a second. It makes more sense why DC did not Diddy to dress like the Joker. It makes more sense why DC did not want Diddy to dress like the Joker ever again. That was even cringy too. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, chill out. I want to see.
He would have played a good Joker. Like, dude was wild.
So I have so one of the things that I heard granted this is all hearsay because
so fuck the Diddy shit?
No, this is according still with that.
Okay.
I hear that a lot of people one of the things that was proposed to the judge was a $50 million bail for Diddy by Diddy's lawyers.
Oh, they denied that shit.
$50 million is crazy work. You might as well just no bail.
No, they denied it. They denied it anyway. They denied all his bail requests. They denied everything about him not because they say he's a danger to society. Because he's been calling the people like his co-defendants. That's what they call, right? Co-defendants, right?
I think so.
The people that's testifying against him. I think it's called the co-defendant, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, if they get charged with him, they co-defendant.
Right. That's
so the people that's going to testify against him. He's been
yeah.
calling them, telling them not to testify and stuff like that. He's been in contact with them. And he wasn't supposed to be in contact with them.
And that's another thing. That's why I had so many thoughts about it. A flight risk.
What you mean?
In the court documents, it was
he might go to
in
Bali.
the court documents that he's a flight risk. They're trying to take away.
So? You don't think he's a flight risk?
When I hear flight risk, I hear
you're gonna escape town.
There you go.
So if I was him, I would have went to Bali. So
That's what I'm. And that's
I'm
by
a
that.
flight risk.
By that I mean when I.
I'm a flight risk.
I'm a flight risk.
I'm a flight risk.
I have a beard.
It's gonna be risky that I leave.
But look though, you say you don't think he is a flight risk?
When I hear flight risk, I hear posing danger on a flight, like somebody
My cousin call me flight risk. He funny.
Somebody like some people open the latches on an emergency doors type of thing.
Are you serious? You for real? You're not trolling. You not. That's why Will is back there laughing.
Yeah.
You're not trolling, are you? Are you? You better say you trolling, bro. Because if you not, you might as well cancel it. We gonna talk. We need to cancel this. And we need to talk to you after this.
He said,
That's what I mean. If we talk about
when they get on the plane, they gonna open up the plane door. Did you say that?
I just said that's what I hear when I hear flight risk.
That's funny. No, I mean you're gonna basically like jump town or whatever.
And I get that, and that's what I'm saying. Like they're trying to prevent him from leaving. So I'm saying flight. When I hear flight risk, I hear something risky is going to happen on the flight.
He gonna take over.
Not
take over the pilot seat.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna put it on. You're gonna.
He's funny. Boy, space is funny and don't know it. At least he's being honest, though.
Well, that Trump everything I've ever said and done, bro.
It's close.
That Trump
It's close.
No, bro.
It's close.
Trump, no.
Bro, you don't get to say what Trump, bro.
No,
That's not how it works, bro.
Bro, that's Trump everything.
Only people that's voting for Trump can say Trump. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Bro, that Trump everything, bro.
I don't know, man, because the gender music shit was crazy, too.
No, but I missaid a word, though. Y'all know what I was trying to say. I just missaid a word.
I know. I'm fucking with y'all, man.
But, bro, this man just said flight. No, that Trump.
He didn't know. He didn't know.
Didn't know.
You know, sometimes people, he thought they was going to be opening up doors in the air.
He said he trolling with him. He said he going here. And, like, his face just think he in the car with him. But he done pushed your ass out and just laughing at you roll down the street.
Oh, okay, there it is. I didn't know that.
See, someone who opened up doors in the air, like
yeah, man.
No,
it didn't.
I was gonna say, but that's wild.
Then I would have been right. You had to take everything back.
I promise you, I was gonna take it back because you just told people at Google to change goddamn definition.
I had to because this is why I'm such a stickler for words. Meaning of flight risk in English: someone who has been accused of a crime and is concerned likely to try to escape out of the country or area before their trial begins.
Boy, the name of this podcast is Flight Risk.
Yeah, call it Flight Risk. Put my face up there.
Thank you, Flight Risk.
Just my face and my beard, please. Flight Risk. And give me a not a kufi. Give me a turban. Give me a turban up here. Can you
I did not know that.
You give me a turban and put the turban and have my face up there with the beard.
You say Flight Risk, one who parties on the plane.
What the fuck is that shit they wear? A hijab? No, that's the women.
That's the hat. That's what the women wear on their head.
Oh my god!
Give me one of them shits.
That shit was hilarious, bro.
Call it Flight Risk.
But no, I heard there's a surge of people stepping down from their CEO/executive positions.
I heard that too.
So I just did a random Google, and I'm not saying that.
Oh, that's where you was going with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So basically, the look over there type shit. Yeah. Okay.
And the look over there type shit.
Yeah.
So somebody sent
shit.
a different article to me, but it was all of these people. NYPD commissioner. Now they probably have their own individual reasons.
I ain't heard much about this shit either. So
North City commissioner, Philharmonic president, CEO steps down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that these are necessarily connected to.
Shit, it might be though.
You know what, man? We watch funny videos all day on Instagram, man. Like that's all we doing. So shit like that get past us, but we will have to talk about this Diddy shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The important shit get past us because we watching Instagram videos about funny shit all day. What's my man name? Super Ray, 14K. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
No, I never heard of that person.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all have. Dude, funny as hell.
Be Humble said these are. Be Humble said these CEOs are a flight risk. Hide your kids, hide your wife. All right. So I'm just saying, like, it just seems like it's fun time, awkward timing, convenient timing that CEOs resign. Head of Sony in Nashville, Randy Goodman, CEO Warner Music. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these people stepping down in the same situation or same vicinity of the explosion of this Diddy situation, and it has to be they have to have something concrete, or maybe it's just that judge, but they have to have something concrete to deny a $50 million bail.
That's why I said he was talking to, he can go to Bali like Jay every day keeps saying, and he has been talking to all the witnesses and all the people that's testifying against him. That's why they denied him bail. He's been in contact. He wasn't supposed to be in contact with them.
Right.
And his lawyer them couldn't make no valid reason to why he was in contact with them. And then they saw what he did to Cassidy on video. He's violent. So they put all this together like, no, we're not giving you bail. You need to sit in this cell till we get this trial cracking.
Yeah, I can't. There's no argument I have there. Like it's the Cassie situation was.
And the other thing they said is he gonna be on the flights and he's gonna be opening all the doors to the flights and shit.
Yeah,
and
man. Then people gonna get
get sucked out and stuff like that. No
Diddy.
No Diddy. So that's why
they gonna slide out easier with the baby oil.
Yeah, with the baby oil. Then he got 1,000 things of baby oil in the back. Them busts open. Everybody in this bitch slippery.
Imagine them Amazon deliveries, man. Nothing but baby oil.
Just boxes of baby oil.
Boxes of baby oil.
And then imagine, look, guess what? When you know we work for a company. When you have all those boxes and some fall and break, you know one of them boxes broke. And all that baby oil everywhere. Now you come out here looking like a shiny penny or a nickel. Or some motherfucking fresh leather pants.
At least you smell good.
Oh, man. Be Humble said, remember Menace to Society? They said F the N-word. He dead. All right.
Hey, man, good luck to Diddy, man. You know what I'm saying? If he did it, he did it. If he did it, he done it. You know?
Diddy done do that, Diddy. Diddy done do that, did it.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, man. My that was all I... No, the absolute majority of the thoughts that I had, it was like, if you're going to take him down, I mean, there's a whole bunch of people.
We got to get him first, though. Remember how we was talking about?
It's always gonna be another nigga they gonna get.
Yeah,
it's not ever. Well, we're gonna get this nigga and then we're gonna get us a white person. No, it's another nigga always. Like it's gonna always be another nigga lined up.
When he say nigga, he really mean nigga.
Yeah,
nigga.
Black person. Yeah,
black person.
Yeah, black person.
I thought he was
I
just
said
talking
white
about
people because I wanted to know. It's always gonna be another nigga. So Jay-Z and them is gonna be soon down the line. It's always gonna Drake. And 50, I know people like 50 and shit, but he's going to be one day caught up in some shit, even if they got to make up shit. So it is what it is, man. Ha-ha.
Ha-ha.
That was all I have for today, man. Y'all good on everything?
Yeah, we good. I'm good.
All right, so I have
Watch
a mess for
football.
today.
Watch some football.
Napson Beauty said PTD is quiet. Who's TD?
Hey, bro, all I can hear when she said that, though, Jay every day know exactly what I'm going to probably say, is Cuzzo talking about, okay, Bishop.
TD Jakes.
Oh, okay, I thought, okay.
Oh, my God, Cuzzo, if you in there, bro, much love, bro. I know you in there somewhere, probably.
Yo, that's what I think of the connection with all of these super high name, super high income, 8-digit a year bank account type people. Like there has to be a connection somewhere.
TD Jakes, man, what you doing at the Diddy party?
Were you there with Kirk Franklin?
Have you ever been?
Why you just throw that man in there like that?
I'm just.
He threw the man in there. We wasn't even talking about that man. He threw that man in there like that.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I was
man.
gonna do a prayer, but no.
Cultivate said, as a church mouse.
Man.
I like how you connected that, Cultivate. I like how you connected that.
Have you ever been swallowed?
Swallowed up.
I've been swallowed.
Have you ever been swallowed up?
Like, what were you doing, dude? Why'd you...
In the church sermon, bro? He just came from the Diddy party last night or something, because he...
Hey, we were just in there getting swallowed up. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Bishop was in there getting swallowed up.
When Jonah crossed the fish, they call it the fish, the whale.
He
was
was
swallowed.
Oh shit, man! Oh my God, bro.
All right. Whew. I had something for the mess today, man, because
Let's rock and roll.
I was talking to somebody yesterday. Actually went to the Elements Cigar Lounge. And
Elements, shout out to them, man.
Yeah, big shout out. I know the owner there. I've known him for over 20 years of my life.
Good restaurant next door too.
He owns the Cigar Lounge, and he owns, like Jay everyday say, he owns the chicken spot next door. Which, if you do, it's called Jolly's Chicken and Fish. It was.
It's one in Indy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's 8349 Independence Boulevard. It's a great place, great people, great environment. Everybody there is fun. And
Chicken fire
friendly.
too.
Listen, if you go there,
chicken fire.
I have to go there and get food. I always get the Jolly sauce.
Chicken fire.
It's like a sweet and spicy sauce. Oh my, it is delicious. But I was talking with the owner there. I know him, and he said something to me that made me really think, that made me really have a brain explosion moment. He said, I was telling him about some stuff that I'm inspiring him to do. He said, whatever you do, whatever it is, be a student of your craft.
Elements Cigar Lounge.
Elements Cigar Lounge Cultivate. Be a student of your craft. Whatever it is that you call yourself getting into, learn every single thing you can about it, so that whenever it is you get involved in it, when you get on the other side from learning to applying, you know a whole lot of the ins and outs on how to make yourself be as successful as possible. It can be from trucking, it can be from podcasting, it can be you trying to start a construction business, it can be you trying to be an architect, whatever it is. Be a student, learn terminology, spend time as much as you possibly can, learning every single in and out of whatever it is that you're trying to do. Be a student of your craft. Big shouts out to Will Hill and Third Post Media, man. Y'all heard the guy while we having the conversation. This has been another rendition of the No Key Podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, Kings. I am your man, Spaces.
It's your boy, Flight Risk. Every day.
Hey, you ever been swallowed? It's your boy, Miles, man. Meeting the germ.